Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the U.S. Department of Energy Solar District Cup Collegiate Design Class of 2021 Division Winner announcement. My name is Joe Simon, and I'm one of the competition organizers at the National Renewable Energy Laboratory. We're thrilled to be joined by so many students, faculty, and industry peers for today's exciting announcement. As many of you know, the Solar District Cup is a competition that challenges student teams to design and model solar plus storage systems for a campus or urban district. The program enables students across a variety of disciplines, including engineering, finance, urban planning, sustainability, and more. Together, these teams develop forward-thinking designs for optimized campus or urban district distributed energy systems. This takes creative thinking to really reimagine how electric energy is generated, managed, and used in these urban environments. In our second year of the program, we were pleased to see such great engagement from all of our competing teams all across the United States. Beginning this fall, the class of 2021 started with 59 participating teams from 57 different collegiate institutions. And just yesterday, we saw 29 competing teams from 28 collegiate institutions present to judging panels. As you can see, these teams are spread out all across the country and were comprised of a wide variety of types of schools, from community colleges to engineering schools, those focused on sustainability, and those who are new to the industry. We're excited to see all of them participating. On behalf of the Solar District Cup organizers, I'd like to thank all of the students, the hundreds of students, and their faculty advisors who made this competition so successful. This year was filled with a unique set of challenges, including working remotely on group projects with teammates that maybe never met in person in dispersed locations, learning at Zoom with training that was provided from industry experts, from mentors, and from each other. Still, all of you, our competing teams, continued to work diligently on your projects and beautifully presented your work to your peers and the judges. You've set a tremendous example for future Solar District Cup participants. Thank you. On behalf of the Energy Department's Solar Energy Technologies Office, for those students listening, I'd like to invite all of you to consider applying to the Science and Technology Fellowship opportunity. This position allows you to play an integral role in establishing, implementing, and exploring new projects and initiatives to make solar energy more affordable and reliable. Fellows receive valuable mentorship and experience working with DOE in this year-long, possibly second 2-year-long participation opportunity to work with officials to design and implement national research and development strategies. Look at the link here and please consider applying as you conclude your participation in the Solar District Cup. After your experience here, I really do feel confident that each of you would make an excellent candidate for this program. If you're interested in applying by the June 15th deadline, visit the web address here or reach out to the email address listed on this slide. Next, I want to thank our 12 judges for providing their time and expertise to select the division winners. These judges reviewed the final deliverable packages, watched teams' presentations, asked illustrative questions, and really engaged at all their different levels of expertise. Siddharth Tamburni, Dr. Hifeng Li, Kristen Forens, Alex Perlato, Dana Claire Redden, Dr. Olga Lavrova, Ben Schneider, Dr. Linda Pickett, Vakri Kulabali, Akshay Jain, Rachel McLaughlin, and Chris Hare. Thank you so much. We can see that you remained excited and engaged throughout your entire review. All the hours that you spent learning about these teams, we really appreciate it, and I believe the students appreciate it as well. Last, but certainly not least, thank you to all of our partners who helped make this program impactful to the students. To Aurora Solar for providing some access to their solar design platform. To HeatSpring for serving as our learning management system and providing a number of training resources. And to Solar Power Events, who helped provide resources to the students, connections to industry, and opportunities to engage at industry conferences and related events. I also want to thank our district use case partners, the City of Denver and Aurora Higher Education Center, the University of Central Florida, and the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, who helped provide students with a real-world district with real data, messy data, to help the students understand how to design solar and storage systems for a campus or urban district. Speaking of partners, I'd like to introduce Amy Gable, Chief Experience Officer at Solar Power Events, to say a few words to our students. Amy, over to you.
Thanks, Joe. Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here. My name is Amy Gable. I'm the Chief Experience Officer at SETS, and I represent Smart Electric Power Alliance, the Solar Energy Industries Association, and Smart Energy Week, which is the largest trade show in North America. The largest energy trade show. We're headed towards the largest trade show. Last fall, when we were together to kick off the competition, it was a time of great turmoil, and I encouraged you to use your head and your heart to address some of our greatest challenges in your projects, and you did magnificently. More than that, you and your collegiate peers have done more than using your head and your hearts. You've used your voices to ask that we all share in the responsibility of creating a better environment. You've used your feet to protest innumerable injustices that we've seen over the past year. You've used your savvy to design some outstanding projects. And you've used your curiosity to help yourself, your team, and your community thoughtfully think through some of the problems facing our world. And the world has hurt you. Boards are demanding that their companies take accountability for climate risk. We've seen some really exciting things happen over the past few months. These issues are no longer being sidelined in corporate sustainability departments, but have now become strategic imperatives at a number of the largest companies. And one example I heard this morning, Unilever's chief supply officer announced that, or just revealed a 53 transparent roadmap about how they're going to get to net zero. If Unilever, with all of their different arms and all of their different supply chains can do it, I'm confident that a number of other companies can follow suit. From SEC mandates down to individual community commitments, more and more people are taking responsibility for our collective experience on this planet. SETS, in partnership with the DOE and NREL, is offering a complimentary conference registration to the Solar District Cup students. This is good for a year, and many of you may have taken advantage of it with our virtual conference last year. This year will be in person in New Orleans, and I would love to see you there. As a reminder, our trade show covers not only solar energy, but also energy storage, microgrid marketplace, electric vehicles, hydrogen and fuel cells, wind energy, and many other technologies that you used and were thoughtful about in your projects. If this is a career path that you're interested in pursuing, I would strongly encourage you to figure out a way to join us September 20th in New Orleans. There's a complimentary pass for you, and the Solar District Cup team will email you the code that you need to take advantage of that. It's an opportunity for the industry to come together and be thoughtful about how are we doing business? How are we taking care of people and the planet and profits all at the same time as we're moving towards a net zero reality for our communities and for our planet. I'm so pleased to offer this complimentary registration to you. In addition, the winners will be able to showcase their research at Solar Power International Smart Energy Week through posters. And it'll be a chance for the winners to really get in front of industry and talk about their research, as well as some of the perceived solutions that you've designed over the past few months. Again, it's such an honor to be part of this experience, part of the work that you've done. And I want to thank the DOE and NREL again for letting us partner with you. Congratulations to all of the teams.
Thanks so much, Amy. Now it's time to reveal the Solar District Cup Class of 2021 Division winners. A reminder that our first place winners will return later today to present an 8-minute project pitch. If you happen to be one of those winning teams, watch for an email from the Solar District Cup organizers just as we conclude with how to access your tech check and get ready for that presentation. But the exciting and important news. Joining us for this announcement is Alejandro Moreno, Deputy Assistant Secretary for Renewable Power at the U.S. Department of Energy's Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy. Alejandro, we're thrilled to have you with us today. Welcome.
Thanks, Joe, and thanks to all of you for the event and for having me here today. I'm thrilled to be here. I don't need to tell anybody on this at this event today, but obviously solar plays a critical role in reaching this administration's climate goals and energy goals, including achieving a carbon-free power system by 2035 and a net zero energy system by 2050. And we can't do this without more solar power, more solar energy on the system. And while solar costs have obviously come down massively over the last couple decades and continue to do so, we all still have a lot more work to do. We at DOE, we recently announced a new goal to further cut the costs of solar by half to 2 cents a kilowatt hour by 2030. And we're following up on this target with nearly $128 million in investments to improve performance and speed the deployment of solar energy systems. And to be clear, these cost reductions will come from many places. Some of it, a lot of it may come from hardware, improvements in materials or more efficient module design, but also from easier ways to site and operate and install projects, or for systems that work more smoothly on the power system, or even innovations in business models that provide more certainty for investment, or provide greater access to solar for low-income communities as well. And just as there are many different components driving down the costs, we have many different ways of getting the type and encouraging the type of innovation that we need. And events like this, like the Solar District Cup, to me, they're some of the most exciting events and some of the most exciting opportunities that we in the federal government and we at DOE have to encourage innovation. It's inspiring to see the level of passion and really more than that, the level of talent at the university level in the US. And really a lot of the groundbreaking innovations that we see are often seated in events like this. So I am delighted to be here. I'm delighted that the Solar District Cup continues to flourish. Continues to develop students' skills in evaluating the use of distributed energy resources in a broader context beyond just individual systems. And really that it gives everybody the opportunity to roll up your sleeves and work on real world projects, designing systems that integrate solar, storage, demand response, and other distributed technologies and capabilities like forecasting, the Internet of Things, islanding, non-wired benefits. And ultimately, recognize that part of the point of this program is to ultimately to engage students across a wide range of disciplines, whether it's engineering, urban planning, data science, finance. And that goes back to what I was saying at the beginning, that if we're really serious about seeing the level of solar and same with wind and other renewable energy that we need on the system to achieve our climate goals, that we need all the different disciplines and we need them to be working together. And so that's why part of the reason that events like this, again, I get very excited about, because they help break down some of the silos between disciplines at the university level. And that will only help us who are looking to find the best innovation out there. And of course, will only help the students as well, beginning to see some of the issues from a broad interdisciplinary way from the very beginning. So earlier, Joe mentioned the Science and Technology Fellowship opportunity at the DOE, and I want to reiterate that this is really a tremendous program for recent grads like you to gain experience working directly with the federal government or with the labs to advance science and technology, and really strongly encourage you to apply. And one more thing before we get to the winners, I do want to announce the class of 2022. So as one round of the Solar District Cups comes to an end today, just another, of course, is about to begin. And today we're announcing the next round of the Cup, which will start in the fall and finish around this time next year. So please start already recruiting your teams, and we'll look forward to your applications in September. So with that, we'll move directly on to the winners. And today's winners follow in the footsteps of the first class, obtaining skill sets that are high in demand, preparing them for careers in the energy sector. And they've also engaged with industry professionals, which help them develop contacts to accelerate careers in the energy sector. And so I'm delighted to be here today and to recognize the teams and you who are on those teams and your excellent work that will also make you fantastic candidates for clean energy careers, which by dint of this work, you've already in a way started. So I am now pleased to announce the Solar District Cup Class of 2021 winners in each division. And we will start with the Denver and Auraria District Use Case Division winners. And in third place, for their robust analysis of the use case and their thoughtful consideration of branding for the district, is the Ohio State University. Congratulations, Ohio State. In second place, for the strength of your proposal and heightened understanding of your district customers' needs, second place goes to the Georgia Institute of Technology. Congratulations, Georgia.
Congratulations.
And finally, in first place, for your excellence in engineering design and your compelling demonstration of value to the district, first place goes to the University of Puerto Rico, Mayagüez campus.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all the winners in Denver and Auraria. And now we'll move to the University of Central Florida Use Case Division. In third place, for your great presentation, your innovative design of photovoltaics, good financial analysis, and geotechnical and safety considerations, third place goes to the University of Toledo. Congratulations. In second place, for your detailed technical analysis, well-done presentation, and creative approach to optimization, second place goes to the University of California, Irvine. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And finally, for your excellent financial analysis, great work on development aspects and construction schedule, a very appealing proposal and a solid presentation, first place goes to the University of Colorado, Boulder. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to everybody in the University of Central Florida Division. And now we'll move, last but not least, to the winners of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln Use Case Division. And in third place, for your mastery of the project financial structure, creative funding ideas with community engagement, and thoughtful agrivoltaic design tied to the research mission, third place goes to Illinois State University.
Congratulations.
And in second place, for your strong grasp of the distribution system impact analysis with comprehensive project development plans, second place goes to Boise State University.
Congratulations.
And in first place, scoring top marks in all 5 judging areas for your focus on the 3 C's, clean, cost, and community. First place goes to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of you, to all of the winners and all of the participants in the Solar District Cup Class of 2021. And as a reminder, please make sure you join the Pitch Championship, which begins at 2 p.m. Eastern. During this event, the top team in each division will present an 8-minute pitch to a public audience who will then vote on their favorite team to determine the project pitch champion. Can't wait to find out who wins. And that concludes the division winner announcement. Thanks to all of you, and Joe, back to you.
Thank you so much, everyone. If you were a winning team, watch for an email from the Solar District Cup organizers. And to everyone, thank you so much for participating today. We're so excited to have you as part of the Solar District Cup community. That concludes for now. Thanks, everyone. Bye.